Michel Ney, 1769 to 1815, is remembered as one of the most fearless commanders in European military history. Born in Sarlouis, France, to a humble blacksmith's family, Ney's rise to fame was not due to noble blood or political power. It was built entirely on courage, talent, and pure determination. Throughout the Napoleonic Wars, he earned Napoleon's admiration and the legendary title Le Brave des Braves, the bravest of the brave. Early life and military beginnings, 1769 to 1792. Ney grew up in a poor but hardworking family. His father was a blacksmith, and young Michel spent his early years learning the trade. But Ney's ambitions were far greater than life in a forge. In 1787, he enlisted in the French army. At first, he served as a simple hussar, light cavalryman, known for their speed and daring. Ney quickly impressed his officers with discipline, intelligence, and unmatched bravery. By the early 1790s, during the French Revolution, the army was expanding rapidly. Ney rose through the ranks faster than many officers born into aristocratic families. He earned a reputation as a fearless fighter who never backed down. Rise under Napoleon, 1799 to 1804. When Napoleon Bonaparte took control of France, Ney's career took a major leap. Napoleon admired generals who could act fast, attack hard, and inspire troops, and Ney was exactly that. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself emperor and appointed Ney as one of the first marshals of France, a title given only to his most trusted military leaders. This marked Ney's entrance into the highest level of command. Major battles and military achievements, 1805 to 1809. Battle of Austerlitz, 1805. Although not the primary commander here, Ney played an important role in Napoleon's most famous victory against Russia and Austria. Battle of Jena-Auerstedt, 1806. Ney's aggressive flanking attacks helped crush the Prussian army. His boldness on the battlefield was becoming legendary. Battle of Friedland, 1807. Here, Ney led a decisive charge that broke the Russian lines and forced a retreat. Napoleon personally praised him for turning the tide of battle. Peninsular War, 1808 to 1809. Ney was sent to Spain, where he fought several brutal battles in the Peninsular War against Spanish and British forces. Even though France struggled in Spain, Ney's leadership remained exceptional. The Russian campaign, Ney's greatest moment, 1812. Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812 is remembered as one of the greatest military disasters in history. Yet within this catastrophe, Marshal Ney shined brighter than ever. After capturing Moscow, the French army was forced to retreat in freezing conditions. Russian armies attacked constantly, trying to trap and destroy Napoleon's forces. Napoleon needed someone fearless to command the rear guard, the soldiers who would protect the army during retreat. He chose Marshal Michel Ney. Ney fought like a lion, refusing to abandon his men even when surrounded. On the frozen Dnieper River under heavy fire, Ney led his troops across ice and escaped encirclement. This moment made him legendary. Soldiers said, "Ney doesn't know how to die." He was the last French marshal to leave Russian soil. Napoleon's fall, Ney's conflict, and the return, 1813 to 1815. After the disastrous Russian retreat, France struggled to defend itself. Ney continued fighting bravely in Germany during the 1813 campaigns, but Napoleon was ultimately defeated and exiled to Elba in 1814. Ney swore loyalty to the new King of France. However, when Napoleon returned from exile in 1815, Ney was torn between loyalty to his promise and loyalty to his emperor. At first, he told the king he would bring Napoleon back in a cage. But when he met Napoleon face to face, old loyalty returned. Ney joined him again. The Battle of Waterloo, 1815. During Napoleon's final battle, Ney fought with unmatched fury. He led multiple cavalry charges against the British, even after several horses were shot from under him. When he lost his sword, he continued to fight on foot, waving his hat and shouting for his soldiers to follow. But Waterloo was a lost cause. Napoleon was defeated for the final time. Capture, trial, and death. 1815. After the fall of Napoleon, Ney was arrested and accused of treason by the restored monarchy. Despite his incredible service to France, he was sentenced to death. On December 7th, 1815, Ney faced a firing squad. He refused to be blindfolded and commanded the soldiers himself. "Aim straight to my heart." He died as he lived, fearless. Legacy Marshal Michel Ney remains one of history's greatest military leaders. He was not the smartest strategist, but he was the bravest, the most loyal, and the most daring. His soldiers adored him, Napoleon trusted him, and history remembers him as the bravest of the brave.